Hey guys, I'm afraid that this time I don't have any good news for you today. Not even by my standards. I woke up today and the first thing I saw when I opened the internet genuinely made me stop breathing for a second. Not in a metaphorical way. I mean, the thing where your body just freezes and your brain goes, no, 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 that did not just happen. And I stared at the screen and I refreshed and refreshed again because sometimes, sometimes your eyes just lie to you. Sometimes your brains just fill in details that aren't really there. Sometimes you're tired and the letters rearrange themselves and you think you saw something that you didn't. But no, it was still there.
I know he swapped those numbers.
That's when I felt it. That deep, hollow, almost embarrassing kind of anger. The kind that makes you laugh for half a second before it curdles into something else. The kind that makes you think, wow, they really thought they could get away with it. I mean, come on. After everything, after all of that, after the way this year has already gone, the industry is really optimized to favor that sort of thing. And it's not surprising at all when you think about it. I just sat there thinking, this is it. This is how it ends. Not with some dramatic explosion, not with a speech, not with some big final moment, too. Just this. Quiet, casual, dropped like it's nothing. And what really gets me, what really pisses me off, is how predictable it is in hindsight. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. You start connecting dots you didn't even realize were dots to begin with. Things people said months ago suddenly sound different. Little decisions start lining up, offhand comments, that weird pause, that one update that felt slightly wrong at the time. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Don't pretend. You know what I'm talking about. Don't pretend that you don't. And the thing is, I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. I really did. I kept saying, okay, maybe there's context. Maybe there's more coming. Maybe I'm missing something. Because that's what a reasonable person does, right? You don't jump to conclusions. You wait. You let it play out. Well, it played out. And now we're here. I swear, for a moment, it felt like my brain took 500 gallons of LSD, personally stood up, walked over, and choked me out afterwards. Because the sheer audacity of it, the confidence, the absolute certainty that people would just shrug and move on, like we wouldn't notice, like we wouldn't remember, like this wasn't going to stick in the back of everyone's minds forever. And yeah, I know. I can already hear it. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? It's not that serious. Just log off. Oh, trust me. I tried. I closed the tab. I leaned back. I stared at the ceiling, and for a second, and for about 30 and for about 30 seconds I thought maybe I'm overreacting. And for about 30 seconds I thought maybe I'm overreacting. And then it hit me again. That sinking realization that this wasn't an accident. This wasn't sloppy. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't. This was a choice. Carefully made. Probably discussed. Probably nodded along. Yeah, this will be fine. That's the part that keeps looping in my head. Because when people make choices like that, it tells you something about how they see you, about how much they think you'll tolerate, about how short you think their memory, how short how short they think your memory is. And it's funny in a really dark way because the timing couldn't be worse, or maybe it couldn't be better, depending on how cynical you are. Because right now, people are already tired. Everyone's tired. Everyone's already stretched thin. Everyone's already walking around with this low level background sense of something's off. And then this drops. Perfect. Sheriff's kit. Perfect. Moi. I honestly sat there thinking you couldn't have picked a more insulting moment if you tried. And before you ask, yes, I know how this sounds. I know I'm being dramatic. I know this is turning into a whole thing. That's kind of the point. Because that's what happens when small decisions pile up long enough. One day something happens. And suddenly, you're not the half the man you used to be, staring at your phone in your kitchen, thinking, oh, that's how little this mattered. You ever had that feeling where it's not just about the thing yourself, and when you're having this dream and you can do everything that it represents, where you're not even angry in a clean way, you're just done. That's where I am right now. And that's where I am right now. Where you're not even angry with a clean way and you're just done. That's where I am right now. And the wild part is, they're probably counting on this blowing over, counting on people arguing about something else by tomorrow, counting on noise to drown it out, counting on the fact that outrage has a short half life. They're probably right. But that doesn't mean this didn't land. That doesn't mean it didn't change how people see things. It doesn't mean something didn't quietly die like Shinji. Because once you see a line crossed, you can't uncross it. Once you notice the pattern, you can't go back to pretending it's random. There's a before and there's an after, even if nobody officially acknowledges it. So yeah, that's where we are now. No final twist. No satisfying explanations that ties it all together. Just the familiar feeling of realizing just how much I wasted 5 minutes of your life and 16 hours of mine. Anyway, it's all over now. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a pleasant day. Happy New Year, y'all.